Sorry. ¿En qué momento iniciamos?
So, we started, Majito?
Yes. Yes, I
Start. Okay.
Okay.
How many people
Welcome, everybody. Welcome. Good evening. Welcome to Transforming Education, Digital Innovations for Today's Classroom. We're going to present very innovative tools that we find interesting and we hope they really serve you. Our first speaker is going to be Karina Martinez, an EFL teacher. So, Cari, whenever you want.
Okay. Hello with everybody. Today I'm going to present a AI in education and TED IT tools for teaching English online. So we're going to start by asking what is AI in education. Okay. So we have one idea about what is AI in education because it uses artificial artificial intelligence technologies to personalize learning. So here you can receive instant feedback using AI in learning and in education. So we have to take into account that AI revolutions in English language teaching by enabling a personalized learning experience, real-time feedback, and skill-specific practice across speaking, writing, and listening, and practicing grammar. So tools like chatbots and adaptive platforms and support vocabulary acquisition, pronunciation coaching, maybe, and material creation for we as teachers. And well, reducing learning anxiety through low stakes practice outside class. So here we have um, many platforms that we can use for teaching, for learning, for giving classes, and for students this could be very useful. So we have ChatGPT that is one of the most known in global. So here we have the platform and Copilot that is part of Microsoft. Okay, I sorry. I will back again. I have a problem with the screen, so I'm going to project this again. Okay, let me see. And here we have this Gemini that is part of Google. This is a platform. We can ask in many of them. This is Eduate, and this is a one specific platform for teaching. Okay, here we can construct slides, we can construct tasks, quizzes, and many things like that. Magic School is very useful for making tests. We can use this for making tests, and we can do, for example, here we can construct different tasks for students and quizzes. Okay. After we have Elsa, and this is one of the biggest platform for practicing for practicing speaking. So here we have a chatbot that we can ask, and we can construct conversations with the AI, and we can receive a feedback of the conversation, and we can have points to improve the conversation, for grammar, for spelling maybe, and these are most of the platforms use it. Okay, and now, for example, with ChatGPT, We can practice conversations. Okay, we can write. We can receive answers of the chatbot like this. Can we have a conversation about movies? Sure. What would you like to talk about? We have an answer, but it's not a person. Okay, and you can give different prompts because you can construct a conversation. You can make tasks. You can make questions for the platform, and maybe you can ask for directions to construct tests and filling gaps. You can do maybe um, planifications, for example, for we as teachers. And after this, we have now we have this. One of the most known platform, that ID, tools for teaching English online. There you can find interactive writings, quizzes, and discussion prompts for online English teaching. Here, you can use videos for practicing English. So this tool enhances online English teaching with interactive videos, quizzes, and flipped classroom. As one partner will present this topic, the flipped classroom is one of the most used nowadays because you can project a video for the students, and the students can make a task after this. So this kind of models promote engagement via discussion prompts and customizable lessons on topics like daily routines, as we review on the classes. Okay, so you can see one example here. Here in the platform, we have a video of Julia Dar, and how to have constructive conversations. You have a video, a YouTube video. Here you have section and a stage for thinking. So after you watch the video, you can answer these questions. For example, what is belief perseverance? All of the questions are for their own response, but here you can have a different kind of questions, like multiple choice questions and open questions like this. And we have another stage of discourse. So the students can make discussions about the video that they watched before. Okay, and finally we have another example. Are you a good listener? And you can watch there the video. The video has a duration of almost 5 minutes, and you have another stage. You have to think here. After you go to the video, you can think. And as I mentioned before, you have multiple choice questions like this, and you have open questions like this. Here, the student can write their answers, and you can evaluate the progress of the students and their understanding. And about dig deeper, here you can add, as teachers, you can add additional resources for explore, for complete meanings, for complete the topic, or for solving questions, for solving doubts. And finally, you have another stage of discuss. So the students can discuss again, but related to another topics. And here in this platform, we have many tools to practicing English, for practicing based in the flip classroom method. And now You have to remember that your content is like, but it engages much more if it is interactive. So we try to make all the presentation interactive for your better understanding. So thank you for your attention.
Thank you so much, teacher Karina, for the wonderful presentation of TED Ed tool. We're going to continue with our teacher, Brian Cordova, with the virtual learning environments and its features, WebQuest.
Thank you. So, good evening, everyone. Today, I want to mention two very useful tools for e-learning. Let me start first mentioning something about virtual learning environments and its features. First, a clear definition. What is VLE, virtual learning environments? Well, a virtual learning environment is basically an online space where both teachers and also students can interact, share content, revise content, evaluate the content, and also complete very useful activities. I have here included the most popular example, which is Telegram. Telegram is the most common because it combines both communication and also learning tools all in one place. By using Telegram, students and teachers can be part of channels or groups. And within a group, the teachers can send, for example, vocabulary list. They can also share videos, short videos. They can also send homework and revise the homework. And also we can apply quizzes. So this is very useful for students who can reply with messages and voice notes or files. So they can participate and receive feedback at the exact moment. Now, I have here some benefits of using this Telegram app for language learning. Let me mention some of them. The first one is that we have content exposure to English through everyday messages. So we can all share materials like worksheets, like pictures, like videos, many kind of materials. The second benefit or feature is that we can also include voice messages. We can ask our students to participate sending that, and they can also record audios. So with this, they can enhance their listening and also speaking skills. So we are fostering both receptive and productive skills. Another feature is that we have here formative and summative assessment. As I mentioned before, we have the option to revise students' participation in quizzes, forums. They can also um, incorporate open-ended questions, so we can revise that through the same platform. And the last one is that we have fast communication, and because we have the option to share files like worksheets or links, which are the best ones because they are easy and very accessible for students. And now I want to show you a real example. For example, here, this is a Telegram app. We have here many kind of activities, screenshots where students can highlight the important information. They can read some text. They can answer some questions about the text for reading comprehension. We can also ask them to provide audios. They can write text. They can write a paragraph. We can react to our students' responses, which is very useful and is also very engaging because it's something different and varied for them. We as you can see here, we can also include links, questions, mini quizzes. We can also include polls, quizzes, and any kind of activity which allows students to participate in a meaningful way. And the most important part is that they can learn English virtually. Having said this, let me continue with the second digital tool I want to mention tonight is the WebQuest. WebQuest is kind of not similar, but in this case, we have a structure. We have an introduction, task, practice, resources, and evaluation, but all of these processes are all virtual. So what is a WebQuest first? A WebQuest simply is a online space where students can explore information from the internet to complete a meaningful task. So they don't have to use anything else more than the platform itself. In the platform, they have everything for them. A very useful example, and one very popular, is Book Widgets. That is the name of this platform. And this is mainly for interactive learning and teaching purposes. By using Book Widgets, students can be part of the class. This is a virtual class, of course. We can include many kind of lessons, very different, and the students can be part of that, participating step by step, and they can react also to the content. We have the option to embed and to insert videos, images, links, quizzes, and reflection questions for students to discuss and be part of forums. So by using these, students are doing kind of similar things that they are doing in a physical class, but they are doing here this time in a virtual way and in their own pace. So they don't have to wait for an immediate response. No, they are working at their own pace. Now, some benefits of using this website, this web quest for English learning. The first one is the interaction. They are collaborating, they are participating, they are responding to their friends' opinions. So collaboration is very promoted here. Another benefit is the reading, digital literacy, and also critical skills, which are very well developed by using this web quest. Another benefit is the independent learning, and also that by using this app, we are fostering task-based learning. Students are working on some activities to later complete or develop a meaningful task, which is very productive for them. And the last benefit is that they can compare answers or work in teams. They are able to be part of groups, they are able to form their own peers and mini groups to complete some activities. If let me go to this platform, and I have here, for example, a lesson, which is a literature lesson for English as a foreign language. And I have included here some meaningful information. I have included some videos, some explanations. We have also the option to include one more tab and provide like tables, provide mind maps, graphic organizers, any kind of resource that can allow us to incorporate information in a very structured way. And we also have many parts. We also have the option to evaluate that. They can be part of quiz. If they click in the quiz, they have multiple questions, and we as teachers can include open-ended questions, true or false, matching questions, every kind of questions. There's a great variety here, so students will enjoy this virtual environment for sure. So as a final point, as I just want to say, I just want to mention that WebQuest and BLE virtual learning environments provide an online environment. And the most important part is that motivation is well promoted here, because this is digital, this is something new, this is more engaging for them, and especially for young learners, they will be interested in participating on these activities. So that's all I can share for my part. So I thank you for your attention.
Thank you so much, Teacher Brian. Now we're gonna continue with Stephanie Venesa's presentation. Stephanie, whenever you want, please, with the use of CALL in classroom learning teaching, massive open English online courses, MOOCs.
Hello everyone, thank you for being here. And well, I'm going to talk about, just give me a sec. Okay, I'm going to talk about CALL and MOOCs in language learning, how technology enhances language learning in and beyond the classroom. CALL, it means computer-assisted language learning, and MOOC, which are massive opening online courses. Both tools are becoming more and more present in our classrooms, and my goal today is explain what they are, what they matter, and how teachers can use them to support the students. Well, CALL is basically using technology to support language learning. A call basically refers to any use of technology that helps the student learn language. These include things we use every day, like language learning apps, education websites, videos, digital quizzes, and even simple tools like audio recordings, Telegram groups, WhatsApp groups, even the videos that we can find in YouTube. So we could, try to make the try to practice our speaking skills and everything. Call is important because it creates opportunities for practice outside the classroom. It motivates students through interactive tasks, and it allows teachers to adapt their activities to different needs and learning styles. Because nowadays we could learn another language when we got spare time. So we could we as like a teacher we could use different tools, and you could use these educational tools for try to make our students take advantage of them, because almost all of them they are free for everyone, but we could use the free version and it could be very helpful. Some common examples of calls tools are Duolingo, Quizlet, Kahoot, BBC Learning English, and YouTube, of course. These resources help students practice vocabulary, listening, pronunciation, and grammar in a fun and meaningful way. What are MOOC? MOOC is like a free online courses for everyone, so you could join to the course anywhere, and anyone could join to the course everywhere. MOOCs are free online courses offered by universities and institutions all around the world. Platforms like Coursera, edX, and FutureLearn provide high-quality content, and students can access anytime from any place. MOOCs are especially useful for English learning because they often they often include videos, quizzes, discussion forums, and reading materials that help develop academic English skills. Another advantage is flexibility. Students can learn at their own pace and choose topics that interest them, such as business English, writing skill, or pronunciations. For teachers, MOOCs are a great way to complement classroom instructions and explore students to authentic materials, because most of these courses are upfront overseas, so students just could join in this course and these courses and try to develop more skills, try to practice vocabulary, try to practice pronunciation, and that is very, very helpful for them. What they matter. Call and MOOCs is for better learning. When we combine call and MOOCs, we create learning environment that is more flexible, motivating, and student-centered. Students become more independent, they gain digital literacy, and they have constant access to extra practice. Teachers can also differentiate instruction, provide more support, and integrate real-world content into their lessons. To resume, Call and MOOC help us move from traditional teaching to more interactive and meaningful learning experiences. Like we could use, like nowadays we could use Duolingo, we could join in Duolingo, and we could try to start from level 8 A1, so we could try to learn and practice and get advantage of these tools that are completely free for everyone. Could help with motivation, interaction, and that's very helpful because you get immediately feedback when you are, practicing your pronunciation. So you repeat a sentence, and the app will give you the immediate feedback. And MOOCs help you because you could do it in your own time, and it's global access and it's authentic content inside. So that's all for me. I hope that you like this presentation. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Teacher Stephanie. Now, Teacher Maria Jose Esteves is going to present Flipped Classroom in EFL, Reading Skills Strategies, Scan and Skim.
Hello, everyone. So, welcome everyone. Today I will summarize how the Flipgrid Classroom can transform EFL reading instructions, especially skimming and scanning skills. So, what is Flipgrid Classroom? The Flipgrid model divides learning into intentional phases. Students receive input before class, usually through short videos or reading in class instead of lecturing. So, we focus on interaction, clarification, and practicing reading strategies, right? So, we have two phases here. Why it works in EFL reading? So, here we have the Flipgrid Classroom, right? So this model strengthens reading because the students come prepared. They already know the vocabulary and context. So class time becomes more dynamic. Research highlights the Flipgrid reading lessons improve comprehension significantly when a pre-class input is short and well structured. Okay, so this is one a really good strategy for us as teachers, right? So here we have skimming and scanning. Skimming helps students get the main idea quickly. Scanning helps them locate specific information, which shows that explicit practice of these two strategies improves EFL learners' speed and comprehension. So the Flipgrid model gives us class time to practice these strategies actively. Here we have the digital EFL reading. Talking about our experiences, our teacher flipping below learners to arrive with basic understanding. So the class time was used for skimming challenges, scanning races, and jigsaw reading, and students became more autonomous, right? Active and confident with reading. So the main takeaway here is the success of flipped classrooms depends on truthful design, right? So if pre-class takes are short and meaningful, and if it in-class actives are engaging and communicative, reading comprehension improves significantly. So the main idea here is to have like good strategies and good activities when we're talking about pre-class and in class, so they can have previous knowledge, and at the class everything will be better and is going to be more dynamic. So people learning transform our roles as teachers from explaining content to guiding students through interaction and strategy practice. So for them everything is going to be easier and they're going to understand better. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, teacher Majo. And now I'm gonna continue with the presentation. My name is Sara Jacome, and I'm gonna talk to you about teaching vocabulary with technology, another AI tool. But before starting, I'm gonna make sure that I'm projecting. Majito, could you please tell me if I'm actually projecting it? Or Steffi?
No, sorry, can't see your screen.
You can't see it?
No. Now, I don't think. Now it's projected. Yeah, all good, I think. Now is you're sharing your screen.
Yes?
Yes, I can see it now.
Yes?
Yes, I can see it now. Yeah.
Perfect, perfect. Thank you so much. Okay, so when we teach vocabulary, we have some excellent AI tools, and one of them is Memrise. Memrise is a web-based vocabulary learning app, which provides us with many different elements and tools for preparing ourselves for learning vocabulary. So just as a summary and to contextualize you guys, Memrise stands out for enhancing English vocabulary retention because it permits a multi-sensory input. When I say multi-sensory, I talk about awakening all the channels for processing information. We have auditory elements and also visual, or also oral tools that help us receive input of the words that we learn. And the only thing that you should do is to go to Google, type Memrise, and then you create as any other social media. You sign up, and then you're going to find this application. You're going to have many different lessons and videos and conversation podcasts and AI buddies. So this is a gamified format. This has a gamified format. You can press and start.
Irrigation.
And as you could listen, you're going to find many different words. Once you have practiced everything
Precipitation.
and repeated everything as well, this tool is going to present a flashcard. Okay, for example, this one. You're going to read the meaning of it, of the word, and then you have to go for one. So after this is why I'm saying this is a gamified format. Teachers can create their own flashcards, and also professors can create their own flashcards as well. Then you have lessons regarding the vocabulary words that you've been practicing, and also videos. So you're gonna recycle words. I cannot show you a video right now because I'm starting to learn many different vocabulary words, but here you're gonna be able to see many different videos with the words that you have learned before. And also you can have conversations here. You can decide what kind of conversation you hold as well. Podcast here, you're going to be talking to this AI, and those conversations are going to be saved here. So if I start, for example, start podcast, I can tell the AI what I want to talk about, and like ChatGPT, this is going to start asking me questions. And let's see. Let me see if I have one that is actually okay. So just as an example, I'm going to show you this.
There. Great to connect with you. What's on your mind today? Anything fun or interesting you want to chat about?
Yeah, I'm in a webinar right now, and I'm presenting this AI application to everybody.
Hi, Sarah. Welcome back for episode 3. That sounds exciting. You're presenting an AI application in a webinar.
So it's basically like that. You can have real conversations with it, and you received input out of every single element. So as I said, Memrise can open up many different channels for processing information. Auditory channel, because you're going to be able to listen to the pronunciation of the word, and not only listen to the pronunciation of the word, but also contextualize yourself, meaning knowing the meaning of the word. And you're going to be able to repeat that over and over. So you actually interiorize the new vocabulary. Also, another channel that is going to be opened is the visual one. So the more input received through watching videos, the better it's going to be. This has a gamified format because here you're going to have flashcards with vocabulary words. You're going to be playing, like selecting, matching, etc., etc. And remember that I said that you can also create those flashcards. And also, you're going to be able to produce the language with the recycled vocabulary that you already know, and that is the oral channel. So new words are going to be kept for future practice. So it's basically learning vocabulary. And another thing that we can find is AI buddies. So here you have an assistant, sentence builder. You can also study or practice grammar, pronunciation. You can role play and conjugations and everything. So this is a pretty complete AI tool. So if you can read in this part, there are different options to practice it, and also it has a gamified format. Many cognitive channels are open for processing information, as you could see. Well, and of course, repetition boosts acquisition of vocabulary. Vocabulary is the first step for actually producing and speaking a language. And I'm going to finish with a very engaging phrase that caught my attention. That is, while without grammar, very little can be conveyed. Without vocabulary, nothing can be conveyed. This was said by David Wilkins. So with this, I'm gonna give the end of this presentation. I hope everybody found all the information important here very meaningful and useful for your practices. Thank you so much, and we hope you enjoyed it.